We are from the Tanzanian pavilion at the GES, and we come from Tanzania, East Africa. We are a country which neighbors about 8 countries in the Eastern and Central African region, and we are the gateway to these countries. Here on my left is Mama Lelu Abdallah, who is the counselor at the Tanzanian Embassy in New Delhi. Mama Fadila, who is again another counselor at the Tanzanian Embassy. Myself, I'm Jilesh Babla, I'm the director of the Tourism Promotion Center. Tanzania is world famous for its wildlife. That's the Serengeti National Park and the Ngorongoro crater, which has the world's most natural form of wildlife. That's wild animals, the big 5, all these. The other tourism attractions we are known for are Mount Kilimanjaro, which is the tallest peak in Africa, and Zanzibar Island, which is an exotic and historical island off the coast of Tanzania, which is a semi-autonomous part of Tanzania. Our major tourism inflow is from Europe and US, where we have direct charters coming into Zanzibar and Tanzania. However, we are still not very popular or very well known in India, and the reason we are keep setting foot here is because we want to create more awareness about Tanzania and Zanzibar as a destination for Indian tourists. In terms of our tourism, our safaris are one of the most expensive safaris in the world, but we have one of the most exotic wildlife safaris in the world. And in terms of the island, that's Zanzibar, we are very comparable to Mauritius and Maldives in terms of cost as well as in terms of its exoticity and its offerings. We'd like to invite all the Indian travel fraternity to know more about us, to approach us if they want more information, while we already are doing a lot, or we are going to increase our awareness in the Indian market through road shows, through other forms of promotions, including partnering with medias, with airlines, with domestic other partners like Cox and Kings and Thomas Cooks and all the agencies which are doing business from India. That's about it that we have to say, and I would like to invite everyone from India, including the travel fraternity and also the local travel population. Currently there are 7 international flights which operate between India and Tanzania, which include Emirates, Qatar Airways and Etihad, which fly to Dar es Salaam. Also recently we've known that Air Seychelles flies to Dar es Salaam. And then there are 4 carriers which fly to Zanzibar directly, which is Oman Air, Kenya Airways, Ethiopian Airlines and Fly Dubai. We have 3 international airports in Tanzania, which is the Dar es Salaam International Airport, which is the commercial city. We have the Kilimanjaro International Airport, which is in northern Tanzania, which is the gateway to the safari sector. And then we have the Zanzibar International Airport, which is the 3rd airport in Tanzania. The good part is that we have visa on arrival for passengers coming in from all over the world. We also have the visa facility from the embassy for people who would like to take visa prior to their departure. So we have these kinds of facilities for the Indian traveler. So we, in the last couple of years, we've been seeing around 25 to 30,000 visas that have been issued. But there are a lot of visas which are taken on arrival. So we are estimating approximately about 35 to 40,000 people traveling from India to Tanzania, which include business travelers and tourists. So the majority of these travelers is business travelers and visiting friends, expatriates, all these. Well, we haven't set the targets yet because we've just inaugurated on the 2nd of April, 2 weeks prior to this. We are now setting targets, but we are looking at targeting, at least a small amount of the 16 million outbound that India is having at present. But we realize that we don't have that much of traffic because the destination is not known so far. And I'm sure when it's more known, we will have more traffic from here.